Hey everybody, Scotty McCord here. I have the honor and pleasure of being on the Du Bois podcast with this guy right here. Right? He's giving me the thumbs up. Subscribe to the Du Bois podcast right now. Check out this interview. Check out all of Joe's interviews. I've got the honor and pleasure of being on here today. This is my fifth time. I am an actor and musician. I am Victor on From. I'm Owen and Trent from Total Drama, and some other cartoons that we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned.
Come on, big guy!
Yes! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Who's the man? It's been a grueling 9 minutes of isolation, where a human mind is ripe for cracking. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mr. Coconut? Oh, you do? It's just you and me, buddy. We'll hunt, forage, and survive together. But first I need to pee. Can you look the other way, please? You ever notice how much a toilet seat looks like a pancake? I should probably spit this out.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I never come back.
And welcome back to another episode of the Boys Podcast. My guest today is making his third appearance on my show. His third. He's a voice actor, and musician. You may have heard and seen my guests in projects such as Yang and Yin Yang Yo, Dan Kuso and Bakugan, Owen, Trent, Brody, and Jock in the Total Drama franchise, Goliath and My Big Big Friend, McGee in Camp Lake Bottom, Victor in From, and many more. He's also one half of the badass band Fresh Horses. So welcome the man, the myth, the childhood legend himself, my very good friend, Mr. Scott McCord. Welcome, Scott.
Oh, Joe, how's it going, man? Should we do some jumping high fives here? Or let's go. Ready? Boom.
Oh.
Good to see you, man. Now let's do a big muscle car hug too. Bring it in. Here we go. Bring in the hug. Oh yeah. All the way from New York to Chicago. There you go. How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing, Scott? I can't complain. No. How are you doing?
No complaints. I don't know if I have many complaints either. I mean, got the weather on our sides, nice and warm. Long winter. I mean, I'm sure in Chicago you had a long.
Oh yeah.
Did you have a long winter? Yeah.
That's probably why the neighbors. Pardon the noise in the back. That's probably why the neighbors doing the roof. Probably.
Because of the weather. Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
True. But yeah, pardon the noise in the background. If you hear drumming, it's not drumming. It's
not drumming. Yeah, it's renovations. Winter renovations.
Yes. So Scott, today's questions are be coming from r/Total Drama.
Okay, great.
Everyone in that group loves you, by the way. They said you were a legend. You're the GOAT.
Well, I love you back. Thank you for that. So much love for the TDers.
Yes. And sorry for any mispronunciations to everybody too. Just you never know if people pronounce their username a certain way. You never know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when you're ready.
Anytime. Fire away, my friend.
Okay. So professional-walk 917, do you watch Total Drama to this day, or did you watch/enjoy the OG Total Drama seasons?
I saw some of it back in the day when it was just first landing, and because it was just so magical to go through that experience and watch it, see it for the first time. And then of course watch the show grow an audience, all that kind of magic that occurs when something lands like that, and you really have no expectations. You and I've talked about this, Joe, before, right? You don't know whether a show is going to land or not, and that one did, and I remember seeing a fair bit of it then. And I wouldn't say in recent years I have, but I would say when Netflix acquired it, I guess back in, I want to say 2017, maybe around there or whatever, it seemed to have this resurgence of fandom, I guess. And it was a kind of a whole new generation of people watching it. And I remember coming home one day and my daughter was watching it.
That's cool.
Isn't that wild?
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, what are you watching? You like total drama? She's like, yeah. You know, so that was exciting for that, that to happen. And I think she was doing, of course, the first season. But you and I were just talking about the convention circuit, and I've been out there in the last year and still meeting Total Drama fans. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching Total Drama and keeping that dream alive because I miss it so much.
I miss Owen. I miss doing Owen, Joe. What can you do about it? Come on, man.
That's so
Oh man, I wish I love meeting the people that are just still just living that total drama dream. It just feels like a continuum now at this point, that we all kind of get on and get off at some point in our lives. And I love the idea that it'll just keep going and going and going. So I'm sure I'll see some down the road.
Total Drama was a big part of my childhood, so it's awesome.
Thanks, man. That's so great.
And next year is the 20-year anniversary, right, Scott? Next year, Total Drama.
No way, 20 years? All right, now I feel old.
So 20 years.
Now I feel so old.
How old would Owen be now? My goodness. That's amazing. That's amazing to know. Yeah.
Hey, never know if you guys did some con appearances. That'd be cool. Celebrating the anniversary.
Very, very cool. I miss all those guys very much.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, Silly Billy, what was your favorite character you ever voice acted? And thank you. I love your work very much.
Well, thank you, Silly Billy. My favorite animated character?
Favorite character you voice? Any character you voice?
Character that I voice. Oh, there's so many. I could probably. I don't know if there's one particular favorite, although Owen is one that I loved. I still love doing. Like I just did. It's just how, it's just how I get activated by doing his voice. It feels so good. Maybe I should talk like that all the time. Owen was big. Trent was big. All the Total Drama characters were one. There was a character Yang and Yin Yang. That was one that I loved doing just because we could really just fly off the page with that one and improvise and that gang of people. I'm sure I've talked about it on your show before, Joe. I just had the pleasure of working with the greatest people on that project and these amazing voice actors the list is endless, and that was a joy. McGee and Camp Lake Bottom, you and I were just talking about.
Yeah.
Camp Lake Bottom. I'm gonna see if I can pull one from way back. Dan Cuso, of course, that was super fun. And I'm just trying to think here. Who else? Oh, Goliath. When I did this show, yeah, because that was just a really special show, and particularly that gang for that show, and the voice director of that show, Jesse. It was just a very loving little family of people, and I got to work with Nishay. Anyway, there was just all these really wonderful souls on that show, and all the kids were great at the time, and we, that felt very special when we were doing it. It felt really great because the very premise of that one was so beautiful that Goliath and these characters were kind of extensions of these little kids' personality that helped them get through these things. And that was yet another one that my daughter watched. So that one holds a very special place in my heart. Although my daughter, when she was that little, she didn't believe that I was the voice of Goliath, even if I did it for her.
She's like, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that story? So one day we were driving. It was great. I picked her up from school and I drove her home, and I thought, I think I'm going to tell her. I'm going to see if I can get her, convince her that I'm the voice. And so I could see her in the rearview mirror, and we're driving, and I said to my daughter, you know Goliath and your show, your favorite show? And she goes, yeah. She's just sitting in this little baby seat in the back.
Mhm.
And I said, you know that Daddy does the voice of Goliath. And she thinks about it, and I could see her thinking about it. And then I did the voice. And she's thinking about it. And I go, you see? And after about a minute, she goes, no, you're not. Couldn't convince her,
Yeah.
you
Wow.
know?
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
I think you told me during the
Yeah.
car. Weren't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't you in the car or something? You said.
Yeah. We were driving. See, I just finally decided to tell her one day, I'll just try it out. Daddy does Goliath. And she thought about it and she goes, no, you don't. Yeah, but that one holds a special place in my heart. So thank you, Silly Billy, for asking.
That's
And
really
thank you for watching, of course.
cool. Now, Victory Link, what are some characters you auditioned for that you didn't get? And can you showcase the voices you did for them?
Oh, wow. That's wild. So parts that I'd auditioned for but didn't get. And do I remember them and then do the voice that I did for them? That's a great question and a very, very, very tricky one. Give me a second. I'm just trying to think of something even recent. Uh, um, oh my goodness, I can't.
Is there someone from Troll Drama you auditioned for that you didn't get? Maybe.
I mean, that's actually that's a really great question as well. I certainly don't remember what I would have done, but I think the audition process for that, you might know this already, Joe, is that they had us read for a number of characters, and then they kind of, moved us around as, if they liked us for a particular thing, they would kind of, right, and then start matching us and seeing what. But I think for any of us that were in the cast for the show, we probably all read for several characters each. So I do remember reading for Chris McLean.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I don't remember what I did. Uh, um, I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to think of ones that I didn't get. Some of the more interesting auditions that we can get as voice actors sometimes is when they're revoicing and you're matching an iconic character, right? So
Yeah.
like Tony the Tiger or something that's so iconic in the world of TV, And I've had a few of those come along the way, which it's always been a really great challenge to try and do that, And I can't say that I landed anything there. Anyway, that's a really great question, but a really tough one to answer because it just has to do with my memory. Um, uh, yeah, there's nothing that stands out in my mind as something that I can remember the voice of what I did for that particular character. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I hope not to disappoint, but I would say that I do remember reading for. You're trying to match your voice to certain characters, and that is a really super fun challenge, especially if you grew up watching them, of course, right? So here's an example. So maybe this will be somewhat satisfying. Was that years ago they were doing another Looney Tunes offshoot of something, and I remember this is going back several years now. But I remember I had to read for some of those characters, so for like Bugs
That's,
Bunny, and which was
yeah.
really an exciting audition. And same for Peanuts.
Really, like Snoopy character.
Snoopy. I remember, yeah, going in and reading for the Peanuts team for Snoopy. Yeah, 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 and worked so hard at that one, and that was great, uh, because Snoopy's voice was, I think it's Bill Melendez. Is that his name? And he did Snoopy's voice as his regular baritone voice, and then I think they sped him up, right? So
Okay.
the challenge there was to do his voice as it's already sped up, like Snoopy's laugh. or like that kind of, that laugh that Snoopy has. Do you know what I mean?
It's like,
It's almost like Jerry Lewis or something. That's not quite it, but it kind of, it was trying to match that kind of stuff. And I had, oh man, that was an exciting audition for sure.
do you have your Bugs voice? Your Bugs Bunny voice?
I mean, that's hard to do. He's got that kind of,
Eh, it's sort of
I can't quite get it,
I hear it though. I could see
sort
it.
of a Brooklyn. What's
Yeah, so Mel Blanc, I mean, he's my hero growing up with. I mean, you and I both grew up watching all that stuff. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I don't even feel like I should, I should be doing it, but I do remember reading for that Looney Tunes cartoon. I just can't remember what it was exactly.
Was it
But I think I read
sorry, Kyle, was it the baby Looney
it.
Tunes?
It might have been, uh, but I remember reading for Porky Pig. I remember
Okay.
doing, trying to get that
Oh
Porky
yeah.
Pig happening, and Bugs, and maybe Tweety. I can't. Yeah. Anyway,
That's really cool. And then do you know what your Chris voice was? Chris McLean? You said
Chris
you were
McClure. No, I have no memory of what I did back then. Because that's going 20 years now, right? You were just saying 20 years ago.
that's crazy to think about how fast time flies. God,
I
damn.
know. I know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But yet so amazing, right? To see, I was just in Atlanta this past weekend for a convention and met all these Total Drama fans, which was, just lit me up. And Bakugan fans and all those shows that we did, 20 plus years ago, long time ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Wow. And then Owen's laugh is so iconic too. I'm sorry, but your laugh for Owen is so
For
iconic.
Owen?
Yeah, I can't do it good like you can, but the laugh.
Oh, oh yeah, it's been a while. Is that it?
That's
That
it.
one?
That's it.
That's the one I seem to remember. Is that the one?
That's the one.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's iconic. I'm sorry. He's got like an iconic laugh in cartoons.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And I told you, right, the origins of that was that I remember them kind of describing him as a kind of a Chris Farley-esque character.
That's cool.
And so I remember pulling from Tommy Boy. Have you ever seen that movie with Chris Farley?
Wasn't David Spade in it
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, yeah. They did a number of films together. That was one of them. And there was something really childlike about him in that movie. And that was the inspiration for Owen.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And you were wearing white like Owen too. I just realized, by the way.
I am wearing white. That's right. I need a little blue or
Maple.
turquoise leaf there, Yeah. I was just in Italy recently too, and there was a guy there who wanted me to sign. He had that shirt
Really? Oh yeah, I
with
think
the
I saw
leaf.
that on your Instagram. I think you showed
Yeah,
that.
he had the original shirt. It was so exciting to see that in Italy.
That's cool. Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's right. You and Catalina were in Italy.
Catalina from yeah, we were doing a press tour for this season, for this current season.
Yeah, everybody, Total Drama fans, you guys got to watch From. It's really, really like crazy. Like
Thank
it's
you,
a
Joe.
great show. It's a great show. Like very jam packed, and Scott plays Victor so perfectly.
Oh, thank you, man. Yes, yes. Everybody, you'll get there. Y'all will get there. But it's a ride, huh? You're all
Yeah.
caught up now, right, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
wish there was an episode, but I understand it's because of Memorial Day. But I wish there was an episode a couple days ago.
Oh, on Sunday, yeah. Yeah, the long weekend they didn't have the episode. Yeah. It's coming.
I'm excited, and
Number 6.
this whole season's been crazy, especially with Sophia, aka I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This whole show's been crazy.
And you wait. It's it's just starting.
It's gonna be crazier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I felt scared for you too when you. I could say this when you peed your pants. I felt scared for
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. It was yeah, there's a great Victor journey going on there, him and his dad. And I mean, again, we don't want to spoil anything for anybody that, hasn't seen anything.
He's a great actor too.
Robert Joy is a pure joy. Yes, he's wonderful. He's Canadian originally as well, and lives in New York as well. and I do get to see him from time to time. And he's actually busy right now doing finishing up the Institute on MGM as well, which is a Stephen King project. But that's all our gang back there that's doing that. And Jack Bender is directing those episodes, and he's at the helm for that. Great show. Another one that I would pump, The Institute. Have you seen that one? No.
See, no, I haven't yet.
Yeah, you should check that one out. Yeah.
If it's a Stephen King thing, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you should totally check it out. It's great.
I like his books a lot. So
yeah, well, do you know that one, The Institute? Have you read that one?
I think it sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I probably have, but I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
Swimming band 4422. If you got to voice any other total drama character, who would it be? If you could voice any other character,
obviously out of the pantheon of total drama characters.
Yes, in the whole total drama.
Who would I have wanted to play? I guess. So many of them. Even. I don't know. I would say Duncan. I'm just even trying to think of. There's so many great, but I don't. Certainly not in a way that I want to take away from all those iconic performances by those amazing actors. Man, when I think about all the people that were there and on that, Megan, Sarah Gadden, and
sorry.
Oh man, they just killed it. That's a great question, and one that I've never really given that much thought to. But there were, some really really great characters, but only and in that they were brought to life and made so appealing and loving, and for all of us is that I can't picture myself doing any of those other voices. Duncan. Duncan is Duncan. He's got it.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever. Oh, sorry, cut you off. I don't know if I ever told you. I can name every voice actor that played every character, which is crazy.
I can totally believe, Joe, that you can do that.
I could remember that at least.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the other thing is I just don't. I'm trying, even just my memory of thinking of all of them. Even just in the original series. But and then we did the Total Drama Rama. We did a version of the show where they were all in daycare.
You were younger Owen or little Owen.
Yeah, that was super fun as well. So many great characters. The Total Drama. Yeah, but I can't think of who I just can't picture myself doing anybody else.
I get what you mean. You voice Owen so perfectly. You're like the best voice actor portray him. Scott. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you, Joe.
How do you do that so good? That's so cool. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. Doing this, man, allows me to do it, and I have to say, it feels so good.
That's so cool.
I don't get to do it really as much anymore. So thank you.
Thank you. Organic-chemistry-33. Would you want a new season of Total Drama, and would you be interested in one, or only if they announce a new one?
Only if they. What was the last part of the question?
Would you be interested in one, or only if they announce a new one?
Oh, I'm totally in. I 100% would do it.
That'd be cool.
Hell yes, I would do it. That would be so exciting. I would jump right back. I think any of us would. I'm talking about any of the original cast and beyond. I think, again, it was just such a fun, great, amazing experience. I would happily jump back onto the continuum again and go for that ride. To do that again, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
Or like I was telling Drew when I did my part 2 with him, you have to do like an All Stars when it's like the mix of you guys' original with some of the new ones, like another All Stars, like another combination.
Oh yeah.
With the older stuff. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Mix.
Can you make it happen, Joe?
I'll direct. Okay.
I think you should start moving into production, Joe, because I think the amazing things that would come out of you would just change the course of TV. Don't you think?
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. I love to write, so I'm just saying.
I know. Maybe there's you bring back the old. Become the head writer of the new series with the original cast.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
I'm there, man. Especially if you're doing it, I'm so there.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Mark_previous. Why is it that you keep voicing Owen, but you haven't voiced Trent since World Tour? Ooh.
So that has to probably do then with Trent's appearance on the show. Do you think that question means? Maybe.
Maybe why hasn't Trent been back basically since World Tour Fedica?
Yeah, I wonder what the deal is since World Tour. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Again, my memory.
2010, I think that was. If you're curious, that season was in 2010.
2010. Wow. Yeah, I don't. It's interesting, right? Like even with Owen's appearances and reappearances in later versions of the show, it's interesting that Trent never made his way back in, especially with the relationships and Duncan and right, all those guys. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. It's not. I'll say this. It's not because I didn't want to voice him.
That's
right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfectly happy to do him anytime. Bring him back, please. I think they did one scene on there. I think where they were. Maybe it probably happened a couple of times, but where they were together conversing.
Yeah,
I know I think there's one. You probably know better than me, Joe? There's probably right. I know there's one where they were together, talking to each other. If briefly.
I have a picture from our first interview. Actually, put in the background was a picture of Owen and Trent together.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. I mean, I'm up for it. I want to bring them both back. I would be into that, but I don't know of any reason why that happened. Writers just want to go in another direction.
Maybe went to go do some music. I don't know. Trent and maybe went to some music.
Maybe Trent. Yeah, that's right. He was so done. He was like, "I'm not coming back. There's no way."
Are you able to do some of Jock and Brody's voice? Do you remember the voices you did for them, Scott?
I don't remember Brody's as much. And Shock. Oh my God, no, it's been so long. I just remember how much fun I had doing it. Okay, give me a year on that, Joe. When was
Redonkulous
Race? When was that?
I'm sure that was 2017, maybe.
Oh, it was okay. That's actually not as far back as I thought it would be.
Brody. So I'm curious. I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah, go for it, man. I haven't heard it in so long.
Okay, let's see.
Probably since we did it, Brody.
I'm trying to skim ahead. I got an ad. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I got another ad. Gotta love ads, right, Scott? So I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Your mitts are ripped.
That's Jeff now, right? Because you were.
Oh, dude, you okay? Yeah, dude, just gotta walk it off.
The Surfer Dudes have just samba danced their way into first place.
Woo! Ha! Make your way to the chill zone. Yippee!
You hear that?
Yeah, right. Okay. Interesting. Make our way to the chill zone. I don't know. It's been too long.
It sounds like
that's kind of the that's the note.
Sounds like a
cool but
Owen. Cool type
I even
Owen.
heard a little bit of Owen in there when I went woo.
Like the cool version of Owen, I guess. But Owen's cool.
I think Owen's cool.
He's cool.
You think Owen's cool?
He's cool. I like Owen, especially his "Oh My Izzy" song is so funny and so cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
So, there's that, and then here's Jock.
Yeah, okay, we got this. Jacques?
Ugh! Woo! Ha! Hoo! Acha! Why? Woo! Ha!
Do you remember this?
Acha! Why?
Try it on skates sometime. Then it might actually be impressive.
My ankle!
Why is Jacques so clumsy today?
It's like so high pitched. It's like so high pitched.
Yeah. I mean, I have a vague memory of doing it. What's interesting is seeing these clips, and sometimes you're having no memory of the scene itself. Do you know or the dialogue, and kind of going, "Oh my, it's not familiar to me." That's what's so interesting. That's my voice in there.
That's cool. And then the other, I think Josie, isn't that Julie Lemieux, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh yeah, Julie. Yeah. She's the queen.
She's
She was
cool.
the queen bee of voice.
2015.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was a little further back. Okay, great, but not too. I mean, not as far back as I originally thought. I thought maybe it would have been like 2012 or 13 or something like that.
But there you go. That's wow. That's 10 years ago. Almost. No, 11 years ago.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Much younger.
Winter dash pressure dash
Yeah.
5394.
Yeah.
You predict Owen was going to win season 1? Did you predict?
I think at a certain point, I probably speculated that maybe, the guy you thought wasn't going to win was going to win, in a way. Uh, um, I don't remember. I don't remember at that time if I'd thought about it, but I think as we got like really, really super close, maybe, having that moment where I was like, hey, I wonder if that's going to go down. It was certainly exciting when it did.
Yeah, I was happy when Owen. I was like, yes. So that was cool.
Thanks, man.
Of course. Of course. Lumpy underscore test underscore 4473. What were your favorite Owen, Trent, Brody, and Jock moments to voice that made you love your characters?
To voice, oh man. Well, with Owen, I have some good memories of. There was the one, I think it was in the first few episodes where Owen fell from the cliff and he yelled out, "Oh crap," as he was falling. I remember that was kind of one of the first times that, like, because I was still discovering Owen a lot during those seasons, early on, we were, and throughout all the seasons, but just, the stuff that was landing that felt new was happening. And that was a moment that sticks out in my brain. As a fun discovery moment. And then, of course, my favorite Owen line, I think, of all time was the one that I may have said this already here, but where he was in the confessional. I think this is also season 1 in the outhouse. And he said, he finished just saying what he had to say. And then he said,
You ever notice that a toilet seat looks like a pancake?
So I remember that.
and then he picks it up and it has a bite out of it. And he goes,
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
that to me was one of my, I just thought it was such a beautiful, the writing on the show is just so great. It was so funny. And I love that moment. And that to me just kind of like is a moment that just sums up Owen so beautifully. And even just in his innocence and everything that was just so wonderful about that character. That they wrote about that character, Trent, I think, what stands out for me then with Trent was when he was singing, whenever he was singing and I got the opportunity to do that. That was cool. I think with Jacques, what I can remember was just in with Julie, was just when everything's just got really super zany for the two of them and they were freaking out. Like like we just saw. That stuff seemed like I remember it being super fun to do that with. So much of it has to do with because, when we're recording voice, and this, Joe, sometimes I would even say most of the time you're by yourself when you record voice. Mm-hmm. And that did happen sometimes, but rarely on this production. What was great about Total Drama was that you would at least be, at the very least, be reading with your partner, let's say, or on Redonkulous Race, right? Your teammate or your teammates or whatever. And those are some of my fondest and greatest memories of doing that show, were being in the same room with everybody. There'd be like 8 of us in there, playing off each other and whatever. And so, that was just, again, I used the word magic earlier and I'm going to use it again. It was a real magical experience.
That's cool. See, my favorite Owen moment, I always tell people, I even tell the other voice actors my favorite moment in the whole show history. Do you remember the X-Files episode? The Area 51 episode, almost like? Do you remember that episode at all? Do you remember the Take Me Out to the Ball Game scene?
And he sings it? Yeah, I do remember that one, actually.
It's the funniest scene, and I laughed my ass off.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Thank you. I remember I kind of almost remember doing that, with and I think Deb Toffin was directing that one. If am I right? Or maybe that was Merlin Ridley, our voice director. Anyway, I do remember doing that and finding that, with them under their indomitable direction, and uh, yeah, yeah. So there's also the song "Izzy, oh Izzy." Again, I think whenever there's music in the show, um, and that was which season was that where it was the musical Total Drama?
World Tour season.
That was World Tour. Yeah, that was super fun
That was my favorite
to
season.
do. Is that your favorite season of the show? Oh yeah. Oh
The
no.
first season was good, but really good. But I really liked the third season because the singing aspect was really cool.
Yeah. Right.
That was
Yeah.
a really great voice, Scott.
Thanks,
Music
man.
wise, with horses, you got great music, great vocals.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's a joy to sing in character,
That's cool. That is
and I just love that Owen had a love interest and that he had to sing. Like I just loved everything about that. Again, to throw it to the writers and it was just beautiful.
That's cool. And before the next question, are you able to say "oh crap" in Owen's voice? You said remember you said "oh crap" in the first.
Oh yeah, but he was falling. He was screaming it. He was like, "Oh crap!" or something like that. As he was.
That's
Right?
so. Oh my god!
Wasn't it something like that? It was and it was a shot from underneath, I think, as he kind of, as he was falling towards the screen, if if I remember correctly.
That sounds just like it. What the hell? I feel like I was rewatching Total Drama here. Oh my god!
And listen, man, like I said, I just get to enjoy with all of you, all the Total Drama, the family, that we just get to sit here and all the campers and just enjoy. Like I love doing the voice, so much. I miss it. So this gives me that opportunity to do that.
Thank you. That's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Familiar Journalist 8. Whose
Yeah.
character did you feel could have been spotlighted more?
On Total Drama?
I'm assuming Total Drama. I'm assuming
Could
Total
have been
Drama.
spotlighted more?
Yes. I don't know if it's your characters or any other characters. What do you do with it?
I'm gonna say Chef. I love Chef. I loved everybody, right? I mean, Chef got to do some pretty cool stuff.
True.
Right?
True.
Spotlighted more.
When the
Izzy was a pretty great character too.
Oh yeah.
I loved Izzy. Yeah. Spotlighted more? I mean, again, I'd have to go back and see them. All of those characters all of them had such great storylines, monumental moments,
True. That's true.
I'm trying to think of any kind of miscellaneous characters that kind of came in and out of there. Can you
Coconut.
think which one?
Mr. Coconut. Remember Mr. Coconut?
Let's say Mr. Coconut. Let's say that's there. Should have had his own spin-off.
Call Mr. How about Mr. Coconut Mysteries? He's got his own mystery. I don't know why this came to mind. I think that.
See, Joe, here you go. Right? This is happening. It's happening right now. You're going to produce this. I'm telling you. You're going to write it, produce it, and voice direct it, and be in it as Owen. What do you want to do your Owen voice for your?
Sure.
You want to try? You want to give it a shot? Let's hear it. Here we go. You guys, wait. Can you hear this? This is so good.
Hey, it's me, Owen. Hey, Scott. I can't do it.
Owen. Oh, that was great. Come on, man. Boom. That was so good.
Joe, we should do an interview where we just talk like Owen to each other for 2 hours.
No, but that'd be cool. If you ever come to Chicago, I'm gonna make a 3D printed Mr. Coconut. You gotta sign it. Scott, you gotta sign. That'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
You gotta sign it, then you gotta sign the top of it or the side of it. I don't know where you'd sign the Mr. Coconut.
Totally.
No, things that stick. That's the person's name. Things that
okay.
Stick.
Great name.
How far in advance of recording voice lines do you know the outcome for your character placements? E.g., do you know the jock survives based on an
Mm.
episode basis, or is the outcome known before you start recording lines?
Excellent question. It's and From is like this too. We never knew anything other than just what we needed to know for that particular episode. So we would just get. I think we got two scripts at a time, maybe, and uh, we just went script to script. So we never knew the arc of the season. We never. And From is very is does that as well. Don't know the arc of the season. Don't know where your story's going, which is a kind of a it's a cool way to work in a way, right? Because all the surprises that the audience, we're experiencing them as actors as well. We crack the scripts open. I suppose with Total Drama, though, the only thing is I remember that feeling, and I'm sure everybody you've interviewed, Joe, has talked about this, where like you'd open up the script to see if you were
Okay. What Drew Nelson called killed off.
86. What's
That's what
that?
Drew Nelson called it killed off, not vote off, but killed off.
Killed off. Yeah. Well, that's what it felt like, you know? Like, could you imagine going through all these auditions, to get yourself onto the show, and then you're voted off in the first episode?
Oh yeah, like Peter Oldring, one of his characters, Ezekiel, every episode.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Love Peter Oldring. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And you've had him on the show how many times?
3 times.
3 times. Yeah, he's amazing.
That is no. When you won as Owen, did you know you were gonna win them? Did they let you know at least that you were gonna win?
No. Again, I just read it. We
Just
just opened up the script and found out. Yeah, there wasn't any kind of a communication, even with the voting off, that they would tell you beforehand. Like you literally found out by opening the script. That's what I remember.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I remember that's how it went with Total Drama. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Interesting way to work.
And they, like I said, or what's called off podcast, they better not kill off Victor. They better not scaff.
Oh man, thank you. Well, I mean, you got to hang it for the season again. Like we can't really even talk about this season because we want to spoil it for anybody that's watching.
Yeah, everybody, you gotta watch it though. It's really good. I keep saying it.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Joe, for watching it. Thank you. That's I really appreciate that. Keeping the dream alive, keeping From alive.
The Fromley.
Fromley. Yeah.
Fromley.
Yeah. Very grateful for that.
Yes. Jericho the Gamer. How did it feel when doing Trent's lines in action and seeing where the show went with his character?
With Trent, I was always super pleased. I mean, and I would say the same with Owen as well, or anything, yeah, because I would say that on camera, for instance, I never, I never was really cast as the cool guy, that Trent certainly had that aspect about him. And so, yeah, I was really pleased how they handled him, the whole way. And with all the soap opera romance stuff and everything, I thought, I was really pleased with where the storyline went. Were you, Joe?
I was shocked what happened. Like Gwen went with Duncan. Like she should have
Well,
stayed
I
with
mean,
Trent.
such is life, right? Yeah. But no, and again, just the opportunity to be him and that he was a guitar player and he sang and all that. Trent was like always kind of like the guy that I wished I could be when I was that young. You know what I mean?
You're cool though. You're cool.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I'll take that, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Of course. Trumbadora, what are
Yeah.
Trent's favorite bands?
What are Trent's favorite bands? Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah, what would he listen to? I'm curious.
What would he have listened to back then? Oh my goodness, people really put me on the spot here with these great questions. That I mean, I just only in the sense that I don't mean that in a negative way, but just that I'm kind of enjoying this because it's I got to go back. I got to go back and back and back. Oh man, so we were doing that back in the early 2000s, and Trent, and I mean, Trent at that time coming up and growing up and through the 90s and all that stuff. I wonder if Jeff Buckley would have had some influence on him a little bit. You know what I mean? Just as a guitar singer, songwriter guy. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit of that. Uh, I don't know. I think. What do I think? Um, what else would be? I mean, I think where Trent would sort of, there was this kind of softer side to him, right? This more sensitive side to him that we saw sometimes, and it came out musically. That's why I brought up Jeff Buckley. That's kind of resonating with me right now, that there was that side of him. But I bet you Trent, I think Trent would have loved a lot of, certainly a lot of, guitar-driven music. Um, you know, I don't really picture Trent as being like the dance club kind of guy, you know, cutting the rug out on the floor all night. He seemed to me like he would be much more of a, you know, bands, guy who'd love everything from like, I don't know, Joy Division to who knows, Rage Against the Machine to Jeff Buckley to Garbage to oh God, I don't know, Uh uh
I like you like 80s hair metal, maybe.
you
Maybe.
know that you go back that far, yeah. I mean, he would have been older, he would have been pretty young when that happened, but he would have had that influence possibly, right? Maybe a little GNR.
Ooh.
Maybe a little, yeah, you know what I mean? Trent, I think, how about this as an answer? I wonder if maybe he had a musician parent,
Ooh.
right?
Okay.
Maybe like a mom, cool mom like Stevie Nicks or something, like sang in a band back in the day and influenced him musically with all her really cool records of Fleetwood Mac and all this stuff. Maybe. I think that my answer would be that I think that Trent would be a music monger and would just be, taking in everything. But I feel like, his essence wanted to express itself in a very kind of, I think, Jeff Buckley singer-songwriter kind of way. That would be my answer to that.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. I can see that.
Thanks, man.
Do you like "Hold Me" by Fleetwood Mac? That's a good song.
It's a great song. I just love that band.
So, yeah.
Love that band so much. It's big in this house.
I love all that stuff, like the 50s, 70s, 80s, like
Well,
all
yeah.
that.
Well, you got a cool mom. You guys, I'm sure there's some great music that plays in that household.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I jam out to a lot. So.
Love it. I love it. That was 70s were the decade for me, man. I mean, I was a kid then, but for me, and especially with American pop culture, yeah, that was the decade. Movies and TV and music.
Yeah, and you really like Huey Lewis, you said so.
And that's another band here. Die Hard's in here. Yeah, how can you not? I don't know. I mean, I think, and Chicago, right? Huey, like, right? Huey's got the Chicago connection, and I feel like, you know, yeah, that sports, that music, will come out in this house at times, and we it just puts sun on our faces here. We love you do too. And you got to interview Huey. That was a great interview. So for those of you that haven't seen it, check out Joe's interview with Huey Lewis.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for the plug. Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime. The only thing I regret is I never got to see them live.
Yeah, that's a band I would want to see live.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
around. Really,
Great
so.
live band, and yeah, I'm sad to have missed that moment. But
That happened so cool. That would.
yeah.
There's a lot of bands like Queen back when Freddie was alive still.
Can you imagine? I know there's so many, I've been fortunate that I was seeing shows, as I'm sure you too, since I was fairly young. So I did get to see a lot of great artists and some of which who aren't with us anymore. And I feel very fortunate to have had that experience with them before they passed. Prince is one of them, for instance. So I got to see Prince.
You saw Prince?
Yeah, a couple times, I think. Definitely once in Montreal, and yeah, and that was, I mean, such an amazing show. I mean, yeah, and I'm glad about that. About being able to do that. Before they'd passed on. One of my first shows when I was a kid was Ella Fitzgerald
Wow.
which was a really yeah. And I was about 12 when I saw her, and that was another one that was just Ray Charles. I saw Ray Charles. Actually, I think it was his third last show before he passed away.
That's cool.
Uh,
That's cool, but that's cool. You got to
yeah,
see.
but you know who I did miss? James Brown. Never saw James Brown, and I wished I'd seen James Brown. Yeah.
You would have
Oh,
felt
there's
good.
so many. We could sit here for hours. We should do a whole interview where we talk about all the shows we wish we could have seen.
Yeah. I was gonna say you would have felt good if you saw
Oh,
James Brown. Sorry, had to. I feel good. You felt good if you saw him, right? Get it? Oh, sorry.
I'd feel good. Yes, of course. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. You know that I would,
Yeah.
Joe. You know that.
A little side question: what's one show you wanted to see? Mine would be Live Aid. That's one concert I wish I.
Yeah, I think that would have just for Queen. I think just for that performance, right? That 20-minute performance or whatever it is, right? I'm sure you watched it a number of times, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say. There's so many shows. There's a. I wish I could have seen Bob Marley. I wish I could have. So many shows. But legendary shows like iconic performances like that you hear or read about. I mean, yeah, God, so many. Again, we should do like a whole show just dedicated to wish I could have been there or wish you were here.
Why not? Now, pickle_book_7655. If Trent and Owen met the other campers from Generation 2 onward, who do you imagine they'd befriend and who
Oh,
or keep a distance from?
that's a hard one for me to ask because I don't feel like I'm as well versed in the newer characters' names, at least off the top of my head. That, but I would say within the multiverse of shows that I was a part of,
Okay.
I imagine Owen and Jacques. Owen might be. He's a little hyper. I gotta go sit down. Um, I'm just trying to think of the characters that that I've played. If they had an opportunity to meet, I think Trent and Brody would have got along okay.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I could see it. Yeah.
You know. But as far as the newer characters, especially in the newest version of the show, I'm just not as well versed in the show to answer that question.
I could tell you who I could see Owen hang out
Help
with.
me out. Yeah.
Okay.
Owen and
Owen, I could see him hang out with okay, I could tell you Generation 3.
okay.
Oh, Generation 2, my fault. Generation 2, I see him hang out with the character named B. He was like the silent guy, but he was fun and lovable.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good choice.
And then in the reboot one,
Yeah.
I could see him being friends with a character named Z. He's the one that
Don't know
drinks
Z.
soda a lot. He's almost like
Okay.
a type of character.
He's also what?
Like a stoner type of character.
Yeah, right. And you can see Owen hanging with him.
Him, I also could see him hang out with the characters Ripper. Was that name sound familiar to you?
No.
He farts a lot in the new stuff. So
Perfect.
like
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's what I could see. And then Trent.
They'd be fart buddies. For sure. For sure.
They'll have like a fart competition or something.
Totally. There should have been one. Was there ever a fart competition on Total Drama? There should have been.
That'd be cool. I know with the new stuff, Ripper did say he would have like a thing called a steamboat competition. Like he would like say like one steamboat, two like how many times he'd say the word steamboat while he's farting, if that means a competition.
Perfect. That's it. Right?
I could see him and Owen competing against each other.
Totally. So that's it. You're gonna write that one too, Joe. That's your next spec script, okay? The steamboat competition, right? Held by Ripper, starring. Put your team together or your competitors together. There you go. That's perfect.
That would be funny.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Like he would say like one steamboat. That's Ripper's voice. Can you do your own voice saying one steamboat? I'm curious.
All right, here we go.
Oh, can you imagine with Owen though? He'd be like,
One steamboat, two steamboat,
it'd be going like
12 steamboat,
We keep going like forever. Like
13.
yeah, that's right.
Sorry, I had sausage.
Rainbow underscore war turtle. If Trent was in the Reoccurs race, who would you want him to be paired up with?
Oh, that's a great question. Brody.
Brody.
I know I'm being a little selfish here, but like I think the two of them just would have their play off each other would have been great. I think they would have been like real brothers, you know?
I can see it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brody.
That's my answer.
Duncan Lover 1997. I wonder what character they like. I wonder, right?
I wonder.
No, if Trent wasn't dating Gwen, who do you think he would date instead?
These questions are so good. You guys are good, man. This is a tricky one, you know, because you feel like you're going to say something that's going to upset all these people. No. I think he's just dedicated to Gwen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if, if we followed Trent years later, don't you think his heart would still be back there with Gwen after all these years?
True.
I'm kind of sneaking out of that question a little bit
I can
because
see
I don't
him.
want to upset anybody.
I
I don't
can see
actually
him.
have an answer though. Do you have an answer? Who do you think it would be?
I was actually seeing writing love songs for Gwen. That's what I could see.
Yeah. Right?
So
There's something just very poetic about that I like. If that's hopefully a satisfactory answer.
I like it. It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
I'm cheating a little bit, but I mean, yeah, but there is truth to that. I mean, I think there is just something beautifully, just poetic about that lifetime of love for him that will never, it's like your first love kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, the underscore unknown underscore explorer,
Yeah.
which teledrama girl from any of the first three generations, other than Gwen, could you see? Oh, wait, I said that already. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's basically the same thing. Duncan Lover 1997, the unknown underscore explorer, they have like basically the same question.
It's always the same question. I see. Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. No worries.
Gothica Xenon, does Trent still have romantic feelings for Gwen after many years since their breakup? And would they ever consider reuniting as a couple? I'm sure they try to make things right with each other after learning from their mistakes.
We were just talking about this. This is great. Everybody, we're all tuned in, I think so. I think that's the story that, I mean, I like to consider myself a sensitive guy. I'm a romantic, and I like to think that, the answer to that is yes. What do you think, Joe?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
And would they get back together? I think so. Don't you? I mean, that would be, see, Joe, here you go. Right? New product. This is all going into, right?
We'll make a whole do different spin-off show with Owen and Trent.
That's right. And the search for Gwen.
A geologist, no 4935. What are your thoughts on Trody? Do you think they'd work as a couple? Do you know what Trody means?
Trent and Brody?
Trent and Cody.
Would they work as a
couple?
As a couple?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Characters all the time, so if that's what
I would say yes. I mean, yeah. I'm all for that. Trody. So this must be a thing, right? You guys, that's been done before, clearly, right? They sort of pair up people like that, and
that's what people do. Like, for example, like Gwen and Trent, or Gwen.
Yeah. Gwen, yeah, right.
Or Gwen and Duncan, Gwunkin, like all different combinations. You never heard of that?
Gwunkin.
You never heard of that one, Scott? You're like, what?
Gwunkin. It just sounds like some kind of a rash you find on yourself. What is that? I must have a case of Gwunkin, That's great, though. That's good. But Trody, I like. Trody.
It almost sounds
all
like
for it. I'm all for it.
Trojan horse or Trojan. That's a Trojan. So, yeah.
Super fun.
This one is actually I actually really like this one. It's duck underscore 77.
Yep.
If Owen was in Fromville, what do you think he would do?
Oh my goodness.
That's a good one. It's a combination of your two shows right there.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh man, haven't been asked that one before. Good question. I think Owen would make friends with Sarah, maybe, and I think he would want to help out. He would maybe help out in the diner, and um, in an Owen's very innocent way, I'm sure he would cause a little bit of chaos because he's just who he is, and of course, inadvertently, like not trying to hurt anyone. The main thing I'd be concerned about is Owen's safety.
Oh yeah.
Because Owen can definitely get himself into some situations very innocently. That's a great thing to sort of try and picture and imagine. But I think the question would be, where would Owen stay? Would he stay in the town, or would he go live in Colony House?
Ooh.
I wonder. I'm gonna say town. What do you think?
You say town? I think Colony House. Honestly,
You think Owen would fit better at Colony? Yeah,
I think so.
you think it's a better fit? Maybe. I could see him certainly getting along with everyone.
True.
I
could see it. I could see him trying to be friends with the monsters. I don't know. He goes out just friends with the monsters. He's like,
Hi. You guys seem so lonely. Walking around at night. Here's a flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah, he would be just so innocent, isn't he?
I could or the smiley monster smiling. I'm like, why are you smiling at me like that?
There's an old lady at the door. Should I let her in?
She knows my name.
She knows my name. She knows me. She's being really nice. Look at her. She's cold out there. I'm going to let her in.
And they say, oh, no.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. I could see someone animating a section of this. Someone animating.
That would be super fun.
That'd be cool. That would be cool though. I could see him eating all the cans of peaches from Victor.
That's where they went. Yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, that's perfect. Colony House is perfect. You're right. That's actually perfect for him.
Oh god.
But I do believe too he would bring so much joy to the place, don't you?
Yeah.
Owen's a good guy to be around. I like to think so anyway.
And I think he would solve the mystery of season 4. I'm not gonna say it, but I can solve. You know what I mean?
Owen solves it. I love that. Joe, this is so good. That's so good.
He's like, I saw Sophia do this. Okay.
That's right. Call a town meeting. I've got all the answers.
I can see it.
Oh, I love this. Oh my God, what a great question. What a great question. It's super fun.
It's really cool. Ash Candy Corner. If you had to pick between Duncan, Courtney, or Gwen, who would you choose? Because Duncan is my all-time favorite character.
If I had to choose in terms of being friends with them,
I guess
it was Duncan, Courtney, or Gwen. Is that what it was?
Correct.
Yeah, those are always tough questions to answer, but I'll go with Duncan.
Because weren't they friends too in Total Drama?
They were friends, yeah. But I think I'll say as of today, I'm feeling the Duncan for sure. So I'll just say Duncan.
Duncan.
Yeah. That's my answer.
I like that. Now the last fan question.
Yeah.
Fan question. Okay.
Yeah.
You_2_cool. Do you have or would you consider owning the physical merch of the characters you voiced? I personally think it's fun when the VAs have a little bit of the characters they brought to life.
And so they're asking if I do actually own anything? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I've got some stuff. You and I were just talking about that. I've got got some back-a-gone stuff. The stuff that I really love, and I'm always blown away by, is when I'm meeting people, uh, is the stuff that they create. So like for instance, in this recent convention that I did, there were people from the Fromily who have brought me like peaches in a can, but they designed them, and out of a 3D printer, and it's just and all the detail, pictures, drawings. Um, I've got so much stuff here. I'm starting this wonderful kind of corner of my place here where I'm trying to display all this stuff. Bakugan. There's lots, Owen stuff, and what I love is when people create something out of their own version of something, or whatever. And you get it in all these different forms, bracelets, and like I said, drawings, or 3D printed material, talismans, and and that kind of a thing. I think is it's great. They're knitted dolls. I'm just trying to see over here. Yeah. It's always really cool to see people take their favorite characters or their shows, whatever, and create and draw their own versions of them.
Mm-hmm.
Of Owen or whatever else, and I find that stuff they're the taking those characters, but they're filtered through them. That particular artist or that person. I always think that's really amazing stuff, because then there's certain aspects of that you see about that you kind of get a sense of who they are as a person, and how they see that character, like Owen. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm pretty sure I bet the person probably asked that because this Friday, like you mentioned off podcast, the YouTube's comes out, the plush of.
Oh yeah, you'd mentioned that. That's this Friday.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Friday.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
It's cool. It's great.
That's cool. That is cool. And then, Dolph, do you know that Terry McGurn made you an Owen plush? Did you ever get that yet?
I don't know. No, I didn't know about that.
Let's see.
He made it.
Yeah, he got. I think he.
He acquired one. Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think he got someone to make it for you to give you as a gift.
Oh man, no, that's great. That's great. He and I were just back and forth the other week about something, but he didn't mention it. So that's amazing.
May forgot. No offense. Oh, that was when I interviewed him 2 years ago. So I'm sorry, Scott.
No, that's okay. No worries. That's great though. It's good to know.
It's cool. It
gives me a reason to chase him down.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, Terry, I think you forgot a plush or something.
Yeah, Terry, yo, what's going on?
Like, oh my God, that's right. I can see
he's sleeping with it right now. He's like cuddling it. He doesn't want to part with it. I understand.
I had this made.
It's so cool.
I had made for Scott. I gave one to Jennifer Perch because she's one of the creators of the show, and Owen has always been her favorite character. Yeah. So I got two of them made, one for Jen Perch and the other one for Scott.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. So I keep meaning to bump into him and give it to him because, what a fun thing to have.
And I was going to say, speaking of talismans, I could see, going back to the Owen and From question, I could see him eat one of them, think it's like a cookie or something. I'm sorry. He said, what is this, some kind of cookie?
You ever notice a talisman looks like a cookie?
And he eats
Whoops. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
And the monster's all flooded.
Joe, you got to write this down.
I'm sorry.
You got to write this stuff down.
And Victor freaked out. No.
Oops. Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's so good. One crossover that I have to say works wonderfully.
Yes.
So whoever suggested that, thank you again. That was outstanding.
It was duck_77. That was funny.
Yeah, duck_77.
Duck.
So good.
Oh, that was funny.
So good.
Well, that's the fan questions. I'm gonna dive into my own, but thank you again to the fans for submitting.
Yes, thank you so much. Jumping high fives. That's actually 10. There's 5. There's 5. Big muscle car hugs to those were great questions, and I was just saying to Joe earlier that they were challenging because of memory and because I haven't been living, total drama for years, and it's always so great to revisit it. but really, jogging the memory to bring some of that back, and some of the just even character names, right?
True.
But I feel so lucky and so grateful to everyone that just, again, is just part of that continuum of total drama, and I don't think it's ever going to go away.
I like
Right?
that.
It'll just keep flowing and flowing and flowing.
True. And I don't know if I mentioned Owen is like an iconic cartoon character of all time.
Oh man,
Awesome.
thank you. That's so lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I feel so lucky, so blessed to have been a part of that whole thing. You know what I mean? And again, to get back to that earlier question, would I do it again? Yes. Are you kidding? We are going to do it again, but this time Joe's going to write it and voice direct it. And it's going to be called, what are we going to call it? We're going to come up with a name. But the first episode will be completely dedicated to the Steamboat Fart Challenge.
Yes, and
Don't you think?
we also got to do a Mr. Coconut Mysteries episode just for the. Why not?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm
Or
in.
imagine Mr. Coconut and From. That'd be weird. The monsters discover it. Like, what is this?
What is this? Yeah, put it back. Yeah.
Well, and then before I ask you my questions,
Yeah.
we gotta do another one. We gotta do a part 4. If you're down, Scott, in the future, we gotta do a part 4.
A part 4 of interview?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm always down, Joe, to hang out with you. I always look forward to these mornings with you. They're great. Have my morning coffee with Joe. New York, Chicago, right?
Thank you, Scott.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. I don't have any coffee, but cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh.
That's all right. This is vodka, actually. No, it's not vodka.
That's why he's slurring. I'm kidding. I'm messing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dive into my questions when you're ready, Scott.
Yeah, man. Hit me.
Walk me through the audition process. How did you get the roles of Owen, Trent, Brody, and Jock? Do you remember how you got those roles?
Well, I was sort of touching on this earlier. Yeah. I always love talking about this. It was a series of auditions, what we would say, like, there's the preliminary audition, and then you have a number of callbacks. And there were a number of callbacks because what they did was, if I remember correctly, they would read us on a few different characters. Then maybe they might bring us back in. You might read for one of those original ones, but they might add another character or another couple characters, and you'd read for those. And I feel like we were going through a process of and I'm trying to remember if they were monologues or not. I feel like they were. Anyway, but it was a series of auditions that would eventually get us in a mixing and matching thing that would happen. I've talked about this before, Joe, where, like, the two big influences for Owen and Trent, Chris Farley, and then for Trent was Luke Perry from 90210, Dylan. Yeah, I kind of wanted to give him a bit of that, like, cool guy thing. And, the soft spoken, dark guy. And I'm just trying to think now, Jacques. I mean, I think I remember going in there and just going like nuts with Julie. And we just, like, we just were improvising and doing all kinds of fun stuff together, if I remember that one correctly. But again, similar sort of process for I think just in the whole total drama universe, is that we had to multiverses, that we had to go in and just read a number of different characters. And I seem to remember with the surfers, like, there was a case where I think I remember reading for both, but then ended up getting the one, or, like, do you know what I mean? So even within the little teams or duos, they might have you read for both characters in some cases, again, it was just about taking a bunch of us through a series of auditions and just sort of trying to figure out what characters worked for, what, and for each person, what they kind of brought to the table. And a good and good voice matches and fits for those teams, I suppose. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's what I remember from that audition process. Was just that you were in a number of times reading a bunch of different people.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's cool. That
yeah,
is-
yeah.
how did it feel to finally reprise slash come back as Owen in season 2 of the Total Drama reboot? How was it?
Hey man, like it's a, we were talking about it. It was nothing made me happier at that moment, for them to come back and go, hey, would you be interested in doing Owen again for this particular episode? And he's going to be a judge, and this.
That's right.
Oh yeah, there it is.
When you thought
Uh,
it was like dead or something, but he's actually that was a cake episode.
oh yeah, the cake episode. That's right. And so, if anything, Joe, I just wish there was more. I just wished I could have kept going happily, easily could have kept going as Owen, But it was so great, and it was so great to reunite with Tom and Todd, sorry, and all those guys, to do all that. Again, anytime jump back into Total Drama.
That's cool. Come back. If there's a reboot season 3, or you guys come back from the OGs, please come back. That'd be cool.
Mate, Joe, you're going to produce this. You're going to make it happen. I'm telling you.
Cool. That'd be cool. Of all the characters you portray, whether it be voiceover or live action, who would you say you're most like slash relate to the most? All the
I'm
characters.
the most like?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, no matter how, kind of far out there you try to reach sometimes, certainly as an actor, to try and almost, find, and I think have a natural proclivity towards trying to, you know, uh, step out as another person, I suppose. That's the the goal. Um, I would say that just because it's more recent too, all this wonderful discovery going on with Victor as we get further into the From story. That as John Griffin, our brilliant creator and writer, and with Jack and Jeff, the Jays, as we're like, as this whole story unfolds and all these new things of Victor keep coming and taking, you really taking me out to some pretty wild places and scary places and whatever else. It's interesting that I because I can feel his molecules now. I've been doing it for several years, but it's I feel very. It does feel very close to me, I guess, is what your question was. Very, very, very close to me in terms of his emotional core, I suppose.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's that I know that's and I would say in animation, yeah, I would even say that about Owen. There's something about Owen that just feels you know, I'm always, trying to adapt to the part, but yet in a weird way, the part kind of adapts to you after a while too, I think if you have the blessing of spending many years doing it, which I did with both Owen and Victor. So I suppose if that's a better answer, that's what it feels like. You know what I mean? That process of you adapting to it, but it adapting to you starts to happen.
True.
Yeah.
I'm really curious how From wound up. I don't know if any of the theories are true. I keep seeing a lot of theories.
Yeah, a lot of great theories out there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, what's a random fact about you that no one knows about you? Like whether it be a hidden talent, funny story. What's a fact? Random fact about you.
Random fact that nobody would know.
It could be like a hidden talent, funny story.
Oh, that's great. I'm trying to think of something offhand here. Uh, uh, let's see, bad or a funny story. I mean, I got stories. We could be here for 4 hours. I'm just trying to think of. Oh, okay. Well, here's something I was just talking about this weekend at a convention. I was thinking about. I was doing this this show where I was. It was an acoustic show. I was playing some songs from
Yeah, it's your performance.
yeah,
So
from the Fresh Horses record, but I was also uh, doing that in collaboration with the organizers of the camp. They want kind of like a songs and stories sort of idea. And one of the stories I ended up telling, which I hadn't thought about in a long time, was if I go back and think about the very first time I performed, uh, I was taught by my mother on piano, and I started to compete. Um, she taught me classical piano. She still teaches, and I started competing, in the music festivals and things around in my town and the county that I lived in. But the first time I actually got up and performed, and I just told this during this weekend, and I hadn't thought about this in such a long time, was at this little church that my mother's still the choir conductor of and still plays at every Sunday. When I was I think about 6 years old, I did an Elvis impersonation in church at the Christmas pageant, I suppose, that all the kids did, Sunday school kids did. And my mom, bless her, made a like the Vegas Elvis, like white
oh my
full
god.
body outfit. You know the one? Can you picture it in your mind? You know the one
Yep.
with the
Okay.
bell bottoms, and then she sequined eagle on the back, and I had a belt, a big massive belt that went around my waist that I think she covered in tinfoil, and then I had a toilet paper roll with tinfoil on it that would be my microphone. Eyebrow pencil that she drew on these big sideburns, and the first time I performed is I lip synced blue suede shoes at a Christmas pageant, and I was an Elvis impersonator, and I have a great memory of doing that, and it was just her playing the records from one of those, those old suitcase. Your mom will remember this, suitcase record players that
Yeah, I've seen those
they still
before.
have them now, but
Yeah.
back then my mom plugged one into the wall. She sat on the floor and put on this Elvis record, and in church I got up and did this full, like I did this full thing, and one for the money, two for the show, at a Christmas pageant. It was great. Yeah, uh, great memory, but one I hadn't thought about in a long time.
So you're saying get an Elvis CD signed by you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yet another performer that I wished I had seen. I loved him as a kid, when I was growing up, because he was very big, for my mother. She had his records and whatever. And so I grew up playing a lot of his records, Beatles records and things. That was all my first music, right? I was sitting in the basement with one of those suitcase record players, except mine was a Mickey Mouse suitcase record player, and you put Mickey's arm on the record. And I would do like the whole Elvis show in the basement, right? So that's kind of where it came from, right? And my mother was like, "Hey, you should do that at the Christmas pageant."
Oh, do you have a picture of that? Out of curiosity, do you have a picture of that?
We do have pictures of that, I think, somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure.
If you do, if it's possible, if you want to, can you send one to me so I
Of
can attach it so
course.
people could see a visual?
Of course, yeah. You got it, man. Deal.
That'd be cool because people are like, oh my god, it's young Scott.
Oh my God, I love it. Because you did Owen's voice for me, I will get you that. How about that? That's the deal. Thanks, man.
Thank you. I can't do it, but thank you. I do so much. That's cool. That is really cool.
You got it, man. No problem.
Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe.
Meaning behind the name Fresh Horses, because I remember you had Scott McCord and the Bonafide Truth.
Yes.
So,
well, Joe, thank you for that. And you're the very first person to ask that question.
Really?
And I hope I have a good answer. It was something that. So this guy Rod Hall, who is a dear friend and an outstanding musician and singer-songwriter. If you ever want to check out his stuff, Rod Hall, HOHL, and he and I met here in Brooklyn years ago, and decided to get together and start making some music. And we collaborated on a song I'm just giving you a bit of backstory here, on his solo record. And then I got up and sang on that song with him at the bitter end here in New York City, in the Village, a couple years ago. excuse me. And then after we did that, we decided to embark on a new project together. So all we were really doing was, we didn't know what it was going to be. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we started writing all these songs, I would say very quickly. Like stuff was just coming out, together separately. We were writing ideas and collaborating. And then I went off and, excuse me, did another season of From. And we came back and we went, hey, you know what? We have why don't we make a record together? So without thinking about a band necessarily or like a name or anything, we were just Rod and Scott. We were just making some songs. And then I think I can't remember when it happened. I think it was once we definitely had the bed tracks to that album. We were really digging, what we were feeling. And I remember reading that term somewhere. Which is, of course, fresh horses, which is just a term that I think is more commonly used as untamed horses, unbridled horses that are just, they're new. And I think at their essence it's supposed to represent, new out of the gates, energy. There was just something about that I thought was, kind of like our project here, right? That Rod and I had just met and very quickly out of the gates had just had this sort of gush of creative ideas, musical ideas that we now had. And so, anyways, I went to him with it, and I said, "Okay, there's this thing, Fresh Horses. What do you think?" Which I think was, it's so hard, Joe, to come up with a band name now because they're all gone. And Fresh Horses is a name that has been used for, I think, for a Garth Brooks title of a Garth Brooks album.
Yeah, I think is there also like a Garth Brooks tribute band?
And a Garth Brooks tribute band, which I also saw as well. But I sort of figured, and I hope they don't mind, that as an original project, we decided to, at least for now, we used it, and I don't know, it kind of fit, It just, I think, with that idea, that it's just this sort of, fresh, unbridled, the newness of it all, and yet I would say with Rod, we have this great creative collaboration that feels like we've known each other for a long time. Man, I've been so lucky again to work with him and the guys that he plays with who played on that record.
That's cool.
Conrad Meissner, Rob Cloris, and Andy Hess. And these are all guys that are this is just, all of them, Rod included, are just the best that New York has. They're just such amazing, outstanding players and human beings and wonderful humans. And they put a lot of love into that album. And we're really super proud of it.
Cool. Come out here for a concert. 'Cause actually, I know someone that actually owns some of the big venues out here. If you came out here, that'd be so cool.
Oh, I would love to, man. And Chicago's a great music town, of course. I would love to. And then we could finally hang out, Joe, you and I, in person.
Yes.
Even though it feels like you and I have that relationship too, right? Like I've known you now for years. And it feels like we actually, you know what I mean? And then I think, oh yeah, we've never actually hung out in person.
You can see how short I am. I'm not short, but I mean, I could see. I'm only 5'8", okay, but 5'9" on a good day. I'm kidding.
Oh man, no! Listen, I can't. It'll happen. I think it's going to happen.
Sounds good. That sounds good. I'll bring peaches. I'm kidding. Okay. That's cool. Have you ever signed a can of peaches? A little side question. Have you ever signed one yet?
Yes.
You have. Okay.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I think just this past weekend I did. I think. Yeah.
Why
it was this weekend.
In Georgia, that's the peach city, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, Peachtree City. That's where we were.
That is a peach city, so why not?
Yeah, at this amazing convention that's unlike anything else I've ever done, and it's called The Camp.
That's cool. The Camp.
And it's a Walking Dead convention, actually.
Ooh, okay.
And now it's starting to branch out into some of this other crossover stuff. Fans of the Dead, like From, and we all get together and we have this wonderful intimate weekend together. And just in its design, it's the most unique convention experience ever, where you just spend a lot more time with everybody and you do events, and like I ended up playing music and getting to hang out with everybody. You just get to hang out, and it's great. It's super fun. Just got back from that. Peachtree City.
When I hear the camp, I think of Total Drama. That's what I think of.
Well, yeah, right. There you go.
So,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
But I met some Total Drama. I met some campers there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then you draw too, which I saw. Like you draw really, like you actually do draw, which is
Well,
really...
yeah, and I do a little bit of painting now too. I'm trying, just always just staying in flow, and keeping creative. I did a lot more drawing when I was little. At one point, I think around when I was about 10 years old, I wanted to be a cartoonist, or I thought that was maybe something I wanted to do. And I used to draw panel cartoons. You draw as well?
Me,
Joe?
my little sister does. Danielle
Oh,
does.
okay. You don't?
My little sister, she's the one that drew the picture. I think in interview #1 we did.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Me, I just write stories, scripts, all the fun.
You're a writer. I knew that. Yeah. And how's that all going?
I like it's pretty fun. I try to write, like, I don't know if I told you before, like 10 pages a day. That's what I try to do.
Good for you, man. That's it. You just got to write. That's the trick, right? Just keep writing. Yeah.
I do. Why not? Oh, and before I ask you my last question, are you to sing a little bit of Case Ross? Case, I can't say like you can say it. Case.
Yeah, man. I'll do it for you. Let me grab my guitar. You mean the version that I do?
Yeah, you do it perfect. Actually,
Yeah. That's it was sort of it was an accident. I was actually I was auditioning for something, and I had to play this kind of rockabilly guy, and I was goofing around on the guitar and just doing some kind of like, that's like, hey, Sarah, whatever will be, and I started singing it, and my wife Kelsey turns to me and goes, you should record that. You should make a video and put it out there. Whatever. I thought, really? She was her idea. And then we sat down together, the whole thing, When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be happy or will I be rich? And here's what Joe said to me. He said, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Yeah, man.
For everybody that wants to know, that's from theme song.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the theme song to the show that's the Pixies do such that's a beautiful version of that song, and that certainly was the inspiration for this version.
Yeah, I was curious about like what's that song? I'm like, that's the
song that's used as the for the opening credits of the show. Yeah,
that'd be cool if they made your version be for an episode at least. That'd be cool, or like at least the end credit the end credit.
End credits, maybe throw it in there. Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be a nice little surprise. Like, hey, wait, that's Scott.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, and thanks for asking me to jump in on it like that.
Thank you for that. And before I ask you my last question, do you have any questions?
I know you're a big fan of sports.
Okay.
What were your highlights? What was the highlight of the year for you in sports? Was there one or any at all?
Honestly, my favorite hockey team was last in the whole league. So I don't know if that's really a highlight that they were the last team in the whole league. So,
well, but it's your favorite team.
I told you my favorite hockey team, right? They're Canadian. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were last. But
no, I know, and I'm not. I haven't been following, so I'm out of the loop. But I'm sorry to hear that. But I love the fact that you're still devoted.
Yes,
and you will be forever. Are there any Chicago teams that you're into in sports?
I would like the Chicago teams, but their players are a bunch of jerks, so I can't.
Oh no! All right, here's another question for you. What could you share about your most recent writing project, or any writing project that you feel you want to share something about?
Like the genre?
Doesn't matter.
I'm writing like a little horror thing. That'd be cool if I started filming like a little short film horror thing. I would love to get some people. Maybe I could cast the legend Scott as a.
I'm there, man. That's super exciting. Yeah, you want to make a horror short?
Yeah, maybe like a short or like a film, because I have like a whole length script. I have like 600 pages, which is crazy.
600 pages. That's great, man. Good for you. Well, 10 pages a day.
Yeah, so
right.
I like to write.
That's so good.
Passion. I love to write.
Yeah, yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's great. That's very prolific, and that's great. That's great. And you will make it, and you should make it.
Thank you, Scott.
You know, we have the resources now, which is so amazing. You know, from when I remember that one of the first short films that made. You know, we had to go out there and like buy film, and this is a long time ago. This was even like, you know, I mean, there was internet, but it was very, you know, it was all very early, many years ago. But we, you know, you couldn't shoot on your phone. You couldn't do any of that stuff. We had to go and rent a camera and do all those. And I'm glad we did. It was a, you know, it was a brilliant experience, and that's how you made things back then. But we had to raise, you know, the money. You still have to do all those things. But depending on how you want to do your film, of course, right, John? And you know, I haven't read your script or your short, but maybe there's a way that you know you can budget it or you can micro budget it and make the movie that you want to make. I encourage you to do that.
Thank
Joe,
you.
you're like so ready to make something here. I think you got to do it, man.
I want to. I like to. I like to. I don't know.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah.
You know,
How's life been? Good? Are you good? How many
great
shows? Here's one. How many shows do you have now?
shows. What do you mean shows? Oh, how
Well,
many
or
interviews?
interviews, let's say. Yeah,
I think
I
you'll
was
be.
calling them shows.
I think you'll be 235 or 236.
236, man. Yeah, right on. Good for you. Right?
Yeah, been doing it
Yeah.
since April 29th of 2020. That's crazy.
That's amazing. Congratulations,
Thank
brother.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that, you know, there's another 235 in you. More than that, you know. I just love the fact that you're doing it, that you're still doing it, how good you are at it.
Thank you.
You know, every time you call on me, can I just say my gratitude and thanks to you now? I feel honored to be here. This has just been so great. And I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for the questions. It's just been, you know, I always look forward to getting into it with you because I love our conversations, Joe.
You too, Scott. It's been a while. I've been, like I told you,
Yeah,
I
it's been a while.
2023.
I know. I know. Crazy, right?
Time
Doesn't
flies.
seem like it, but now that you mention it, I mean, it does feel like it's been a long time since we've connected. So I guess, yeah, you know,
Time
3 years.
flies. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good to see your face, brother.
Good to see you too. You're a legend. Remember that, Scott. You're a legend.
Thank you. You're a legend, my friend.
Thank you.
236 interviews. Yeah, you know, and maybe I'll see you again at the end of the year.
Yeah. See you at the end of the year. If you
That
know,
would
you
be
know.
great.
I'm not saying it, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's really cool.
That's
And
right.
we sorry to get off topic, but you mentioned sports. Your team that you're in right now is in the finals, the Knicks. Did you know that, Scott?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, that's super
Like
exciting.
big by you guys. I'm sure New York. I'm sure it's pretty
Oh,
big.
yeah, it's on fire. Yeah, it's very exciting. Are you a fan of that?
I don't watch basketball that much. I just know
Yeah.
it's they're in the finals. That's all I know. They're in the finals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I try to
I
keep
mean,
up.
sometimes I'm not an avid sports fan, but you know, sometimes when that stuff gets going, you know, I'll start jumping in and watching it, especially during, you know, any kind of fun, yeah, playoffs or anything like that, you know. But yeah,
I know.
that's true. It's exciting.
Scott, is there anything you want to promote? Shout out the viewers could check out.
Sure. Thank you. I really appreciate this, Joe. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I've got some music out there that's, you know, we released about a month ago. And that is, it's just, you can find it on most of all of the streaming spots probably. And the project is called Fresh Horses. And it's a full-length album, and it's new. It's our debut album, and I'm, you know, we're both Rod and I are really proud of it. Great players on the record, and yeah, I would thank you, Joe, for that opportunity to put that out there. If you're looking for a good, I think, you know, we wanted to make a great summer record. You know, so that's there for you know, to share with all of you, and appreciate you getting some ears on that, if you so desire. And within the Fresh Horses thing, we recorded Que Sera Sera. You can, if you go to, you know, if you find it, that's in all the streaming spots as well as um, our version of that. And then I would also say Chloe Van Lanschut, who plays Christy on From, is one of my dearest friends. She is an amazing talent. She's and a wonderful creative collaborator. And her and I, during season 2, shot a short film and had slowly been working on it over the last couple of years, and finally put it out there. I did a little festival run, and now it's out there. It's on YouTube. It's called Juliet at 2 p.m. And you'll see us both, Chloe and I, and some of our friends out here promoting it on social media. And if you get a chance to watch that, it's this wonderful piece that we based on an idea that Chloe and I came up with about a father and daughter meeting for the very first time, as she's about to leave town. She just says she wants to meet the father she never knew, and we improvised the film, including the scene where I don't want to give too much away, but where we met for the first time. The actress plays my daughter. We didn't actually know each other at all, and we literally walked into the scene shooting and improvised the scene, not knowing each other at all. So we were really meeting for the first time, and that was kind of the seed of the idea and the basis of the film. But Chloe, she's just amazing, and she really did a great thing with this film by going off with each of us and creating these stories with these two characters. Anyway, thank you, Joe. Juliet at 2 p.m. If you've got, I'm going to think how long it is. I was going to say 10 minutes, but it might be a little bit longer than that. 12 minutes of your time. Go and check out Juliet at 2 p.m. And Joe, I can certainly send you a link or, if you'd like to get your eyes on it.
That's cool.
Thanks so much for that.
Of course. You want me to also link down your social media pages where people feel free to plug those too, where they can follow you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm doing mostly, I guess, Instagram right now. So that's this is Scott McCord. That's my handle.
Not this is legend.
No. Oh crap. Thank you, Joe. That's very, very lovely of you, man. Like I said earlier, it's just such a joy. I love our conversations. I love hanging out, man.
Thank you. It's like a long relative. I mean.
Yeah, that's what it feels like for sure. Yeah,
that's really cool. Wow. Sorry, Scott. That's really cool.
I feel the same way.
And then little side question: favorite song on the Fresh Horses album?
Do I have a favorite?
What do you listen to first? Us and the viewers, or me and the viewers. What do we listen to first? I already heard the whole album, but I'm curious. What do you want to
there's a song. I will say this. I don't know if it's like be a favorite, but the one I love performing the most, I think right now, anyways, as of today, is a song called "Down and Out," which was one of the first ones that Rod and I came up with. It's just something just about where it kind of sits in me when we're playing it that I love. I just love how it makes me feel.
I like that.
I mean, they all make me feel great, but that one in particular has its own unique place right now.
I heard the whole album, right? It's really good. Really.
Thanks, man. I didn't know that. Thanks for getting ears on it. I really appreciate you doing that, Joe. That's thank you.
Anything my friends put out, Legend Scott, for example, I gotta check out. Tune in.
Well, thank you, man. And in turn, I've checked out some of your interviews as well. And Huey Lewis, we were talking about that one.
Thank you.
And you've done some great ones with the Total Drama cast as well.
Those are my favorite interviews. Sorry, those are my favorite interviews.
Oh, they're great. Yeah. They're great. And it's been a joy to even participate. I was thinking about this morning, Joe, who was the guy? Remember I asked a question and you cut the question into.
Oh, Megan.
No, it wasn't Megan, but there was somebody else. There was a guy.
Oh, Max Greenfield?
Max Greenfield. You know what? I'm so sorry I forgot. Yeah. Yes. And I did. That's right. How did that go?
That was pretty fun. That was all fun.
Yeah, good.
He actually started watching From because of you, by the way.
Oh, no way.
You got good energy, good tone. He liked you a lot.
Oh, that's great, man.
Right there. Another fan. Come on. That's cool.
Oh, see, thank you, Joe. And I can thank you for that. So thank you so much. Great.
So technically, this is your, 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to count, 5th maybe appearance? Technically, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. With the 2, yes, you're right.
So cameo appearances right there.
That's right. And that's right. I feel honored.
That's cool. That is really. Oh, here's to many more, right?
Here's to many, many, many more, my friend.
Thank you again, Scott, for the honor. It was an awesome chat with you. Thank you again.
Thank you, brother. This has just been what a joy. I could do this for another 6 hours, but we got our lives and got to go walk the dog or do whatever we got to do, But we're going to see each other, we're going to go now and do the 5th and final season of the show.
I'm excited.
And then Hubby, you and I will hook up after that. We'll talk.
When do you guys? I'm curious. When do you guys start filming? Can you really say that? When do you guys start filming?
It's in about a month's time, I think. I don't have an exact date actually, to be honest. And we've usually started around the end of June. That's. Yeah.
Well, try to get a prop from the show for yourself, so you have at least
Yeah.
some memory. Maybe get Victor's jacket, where sometimes he wears like the yellow brownish jacket.
Yeah, I know. I want so many things. I'd love the lunchbox. There's so many things I would love to get my hands on, but we'll see.
The lunchbox, maybe his little notebook when he measures the tree.
Oh yeah, the notebook. Yeah.
Reference in the show, people. You guys gotta really watch it. Victor is the best show. Best
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the plug. That's so great. Appreciate you, Joe.
Of course, appreciate you. Of course.
Yeah, man.
And thank you again. Have a great day, everybody. Stay awesome, and Scott, you stay awesome.
You are awesome, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Something that I'm missing, feeling.